Hi, welcome to Seshu-Solutions. This is Anusha. Today I'm going to teach you about subtracting integers. But for better understanding, please watch the video of adding integers and then watch the subtracting integers, okay? So, in order to do subtracting integers, first make a small table, okay? So, when you have two same signs next to each other. So in this case, we have minus and minus next to each other. So when you have two same signs next to each other, make it plus, okay? And plus is also plus, right? Two same signs next to each other, make it as plus. And when you have opposite signs like plus and minus, minus and plus, then combine it to make it as a minus signs. So when you have two opposite signs, like plus and minus next to each other, make it minus, and minus and plus next to each other, make it minus, okay? So if you know this table, then it is very important. Then we can use the three adding integers rule. It is exactly same as for subtracting two, okay? So first, minus of minus. In this example, 2 minus of minus 8. So when you have minus and minus next to each other, add the two numbers, 2 plus 8. Okay, because you have minus and minus next to each other, it became plus. So 2 plus 8 is 10. Okay. Now, in the second example, minus 4 plus minus 6. So, minus 4, when you have plus and minus next to each other from this table, when you have plus and minus next to each other, make it as minus 6. Okay. So, when you have same signs, add the two numbers. 4 plus 6 is 10. When you have same signs, just add the two numbers and keep the same sign. So minus 4 minus 6 will become minus 10. Okay. So in the second example, minus 4 plus minus 6. So when you have a plus and minus next to each other, write it as minus 6. So minus 4 minus 6 have the same sign. So add the two numbers. 4 plus 6 is 10 and keep the same sign. That's what you got, minus 10. Now again, minus 10. When you have a plus and minus next to each other, make it minus 8. And now both the numbers have the same sign. When both the numbers have the same sign, add the two numbers. 10 plus 8 is 18 and keep the same sign. Okay. When both the numbers have the same sign, add the two numbers and keep the same sign. So minus 10 minus 8 will be minus 18. So now in the fourth example, we have minus 8 minus of minus 12. So minus 8 minus of minus is plus 12. In this case, both the numbers have opposite signs. 8 is a negative number and 12 is a positive number. When you have opposite signs, subtract the two numbers. 12 minus 8 is 4 and keep the sign of the larger absolute value number. And here the larger absolute value number is 12 and it has a plus sign. So the answer will be plus. Okay. So when you have minus 8 minus of minus 12, when you have two negative signs next to each other, make it plus. So you rewrite it as minus 8 plus 12. Both the numbers have opposite signs. Subtract the two numbers. So 12 minus 8 is 4 and keep the sign of the larger absolute value number, which is plus 4. Okay. In the fifth example, it is 1 minus of plus of 6, right? So when you have minus and plus next to each other, it is minus 6. And now both the numbers have opposite signs. When you have opposite signs, just subtract the numbers. So 6 minus 1 is 5. And keep the sign of larger absolute value number. Here the larger absolute value number is negative 6. So you're keeping minus sign. So minus 5. Actually, I can explain you these examples with the counters too. In this case, for example, in the fourth example, we have minus 8, right? So write the minuses 8 times 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And for 12, it is plus. So keep 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 11, 12, right? Cancel a positive, negative, cancel them. One positive and one negative will get cancelled, okay? So how many of them are remaining here? We have plus 4. That's how we got the answer as plus 4, okay? And similarly, in the fifth example, if you consider, we have one positive sign, one positive sign and 6 negative signs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? If you cancel my positive and a negative, how many of them are remaining? 5 negative signs, so which is minus 5. But using the counters method, when you use a bigger numbers, it will be hard. So it is better to learn the 3 points. When you have the same numbers, same sign, add the 2 numbers and keep the same sign. When you have opposite numbers, subtract the numbers and keep the sign of larger absolute value number. So integers will be easy. So now again, in the sixth example, we have 7 minus of minus 15. So when you have a minus and a minus next to each other, make it as plus 15. So we know 7 plus 15 is 22. Okay. In the seventh example, both the numbers have the same sign, minus 10, minus 14. When both the numbers have the same sign, add the two numbers. So 10 plus 14 is 24 and keep the same sign. Okay, so when both the numbers have the same sign, just add the two numbers and keep the same sign. In the eighth example, we have 7 plus minus of 3. So 7 minus 3. So we know 7 minus 3 is 4. And when we have opposite signs, subtract the two numbers. 7 minus 3 is 4 and keep the sign of the larger absolute value number. Here the larger absolute value is 7. So keep the answer as plus 4. Okay. I hope I gave you a clear idea of subtracting integers. So in subtracting integers, if you have the same numbers, add the two numbers and keep the same sign. If you have two opposite numbers, subtract the numbers and keep the sign of the larger absolute value number. Okay. I hope you like this video and I will attach a description in the PDF along with the worksheet so that the kids can practice. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Have a nice day.